Good morning, guys. It's your favorite bear here. Got the Nasdaq futures contract up. Let's take some trades today. Let's start with a higher time frame. We're going to go in here with the daily. I'm going to start with the daily chart. Market's going to open 5 minutes. So I got this real quick. One thing I want to note here on the Nasdaq is that we've attempted to break out of this level, which we broke out of yesterday. We've attempted to break out of this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yesterday we finally got that break. Very bullish sign. A lot of buying power here. Busted up through that level at 17,050. Closed above it, and now we've got room to the upside. I think we are going to make a run to the upside. I don't know if it's going to be today. This is probably more of like a swing trade that's going on at the moment. We're going to have to see what happens when the market opens. But if we switch over to a weekly chart, we can see where probably the market wants to go. It's just a real nice pullback, and it looks like we've got room up to 17,500 at the moment. Again, this is probably more of a swing trade. We may get there next week, maybe even the week after. I don't know. But I think we are coming to 17,500 today. However, what is going on? Because we are intraday traders, we want to see what's going on in the intraday market. I am keeping this in mind, though. We had some news on NVIDIA and Meta coming out overnight. The Meta is putting a bunch of money into NVIDIA AI chips. I think that's going to be a nice catalyst for this to keep pushing up. Right now, we're having a pullback. This is what happens sometimes with the market. It looks like a short, but really the fundamentals are pushing it to the upside. So I think this is providing a lot of bulls opportunities to get long on the market at a somewhat decent price. We look down here at an hourly chart. We can see we're coming into this low volume node on the weekly, and VWAP, big area of confluence with the market opening in 3 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if we find some support down here and we make that move up. How can we find a good entry opportunity? Well, one, we could potentially, because we do have a bullish bias coming into the market, which I will say before I look at a possible trade setup, you want to be careful of. You don't want to get so married to your idea that you're unable to actually see the trade that's going on in front of you. What I would be looking for is just a trend line break back to the upside, maybe a break of 32 as we break the 20 SMA on the 5 minute. We break this trend line, break the 20 SMA on the 5 minute, 32, you got room up to 50. Be a nice trade on the open, and they can kind of wait and see what happens. You're going to notice a few new things on my screen. One is going to be this market breadth down here in the corner. This is showing us buying and selling pressure. Not buying, selling pressure. Buyers and sellers coming into the market. It's a ratio that we look at, or I look at, to try to figure out market direction for that day. 5-to-1 ratio, positive 5-to-1 ratio on the Nasdaq down there. It's gonna give me pretty good conviction that the market's going to be trending for the day up, -5 or below, or got a pretty good conviction that the market is going to be bearish on the day, trending bearish. If market is moving up and we're like -3-to-1 on the Nasdaq on that, I'm probably thinking that move to the upside is not valid, and I would be waiting for an opportunity to take a short on price action. So I like to use that market breadth in conjunction with other order flow tools to get a better read on what the market's doing that day. So the market now is going to open in about 30 seconds. The other thing you're going to notice is that today is day 2 of a prop firm challenge with Take Profit Trader. They've got this promo that came out for the new year, and I decided to try to jump back into the YouTube space and potentially do some more live streaming and stuff. So I wanted to do it on a prop firm evaluation. Market just opened. This is my key level up here, up 30. I have been trading my own money for the last 2.5 weeks. It's been going pretty well. It took a pretty hard hit a couple days ago, so I just wanted to slowly get back into things and get my confidence back up. And this prop firm evaluation I think is a good deal. You get 40% off, but the big part of it is there's no PA fee if you pass the evaluation. So I'm doing a 50K account. Again, today is day 2. And if I pass it, I don't have to pay a PA fee. I had to pay like $100 to do the test, but since I don't have to pay the PA fee, it's actually way cheaper than doing an Apex or a Lilu or one of those, because the total cost to get my performance account is much lower. It's half, basically. Actually, more than half. I only pay 100. You do Apex, even if with like the 90% off, I think it's $200 at the end of the day after paying your performance account fee. So, and with excuse me, guys, Lilu is like $250 to set up a PA fee, so a PA account. So, yeah. So Take Profit Trader, if you go there, you use the code Mr. Bear, you'll get that 40% off plus no PA fee. If you pass your challenge, I think it's a pretty good deal, particularly if you're pretty confident in your trading abilities, and you're looking to pass one of these tests. All right, so we got down through this low volume node, coming out of the 20 SMA here on the hourly. There's nothing here that's telling me that we're bullish yet. You can look down there at that market breadth indicator. We're -1. It's still the market open. Wait and see. Again, we had positive news on Nvidia and Meta overnight. Meta was putting a bunch of money into Nvidia chips, and Nvidia gapped up. Open here, it is back at the. I might try to find an opportunity to buy some more Nvidia stock if it down to a decent level. I was in Nvidia at 291 a long time ago. 291 a long time ago, and I am just beat up that I did not hold that position longer. I got out at like 350 or something on that. Then I got back in. I was back in at like 476. And then I got out at that up near 500, and now I'm back in. My cost average now is 563, which is probably way too high. But God, I just feel like Nvidia is just a train that is about to leave the station, and I'm super anxious on it. But it's a pretty small position I've got right now. I'm planning to scale into it more. I love to scale into 100 shares on Nvidia and start selling covered calls on it, and just hold that to my retirement. Not to my retirement. And I say my retirement, hold it for like a year or two and just sell covered calls on it, which would be fantastic. But it's a little too pricey for me at the moment, and it's way too high for me to go that big on. But my plan with Nvidia is to scale into 100 shares and start doing it. Anyways, that's a separate video. That's a separate topic. We can save that for. Let's look at the Nasdaq futures contract we've got here. Bullish move to the downside. I also use advanced decline charts. You can see the advanced decline coming in. Here's our market breadth, which I've got also down there in the right-hand corner, which is not there anymore because I moved my thing. Dang. You can see this advanced decline line moving very negative. We opened higher, and now we've pushed down. So this is possibly selling. Just some sell off, letting some aggressive bulls get in at a good price. Market manipulators pushing it down. All these retail traders are now getting short. They're like, all right, we got them in those shorts. Now we're going to start buying it up, and all those shorts get squeezed out, and we get a nice pop. You got to be careful. These market manipulators, they're real jerks. So I'm watching Nvidia finding some support. You guys don't care about Nvidia, do you? No. So let's look at the Nasdaq here. But I do have like the Mag 7 open. I like to look at what the Mag 7's doing. Up at value area high. Session's only been open though for 5 minutes. The other thing, guys, that I would like to reveal is I've got a really cool trade journal that I've been working on. All year, I've been documenting all my trades, daily notes. What am I looking at on the day, coming in pre-market? I've got some notes to myself, some mental notes that kind of pop into my head that I try to keep in mind during the day. You can see all my trades as well. Maybe I'll link this over in the Discord, and anybody that wants to come in can take a look at it. But you can see yesterday on 118, I took a bunch of trades. First one was a loss. And if you notice, yesterday versus my other days, I took way more. I'm usually typically trading 3-4 trades a day, 2, 3, 4 trades a day. Yesterday, I took like 10, I think. And that's just because I'm doing this prop challenge, and you're so focused on your drop challenge. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you was that I've got all my setups here in a nice drop down list. And one of the things is if I can't define it, if I can't put it into a setup, I don't like to trade it. I could go over that when I live stream next week, which if anyone's interested in jumping in on the live stream, I'll be live streaming on Monday morning, and I'll be doing this challenge. If I don't blow this test up today, which is completely possible. One of the reasons I say that is after trading my own money, I've really focused a lot on risk management. Not risking more than 1 to 2% of my total account size. And frankly, that's kind of boring for YouTube. I mean, I'll just admit it, right? A lot of us get on the YouTube. You want to see guys making, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. And in order to do that, particularly on one of these prop firm challenges, you've got to put on a tremendous amount of risk. And at some point, that risk is going to catch up to you. My win percentage is about 70%. In trading my own money, I've got about a 1R risk reward, which means I'm risking basically the same amount that I'm trying to take profit. And I've been pretty good at that. My average winners, my average losers are basically the same. But when you do the prop firm challenges, you can still do the 1R for sure, right? You can still do the 1R, and I am going to do the 1R, and 1R just means 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. But if you take a loss, it could be, this is a 50K account. 50K account, you've only got $3,000 in drawdown, and with Take Profit Trader, you have $1,100 in a daily loss limit of $1,100. And so, that's actually should be considered your account size, $3,000. So which means that you should only really be risking $30 a trade. It would take you 2 months to pass one of these evaluations doing that. And who's got the time for that? I mean, we do these evaluations for the kick of it, right? Once you get the account, though, you should probably take it easy and take a longer term view of it. But, and particularly for the YouTube, we want to be trading at least one contract. So for this, so the whole point of that is you have to put on a tremendous amount of risk compared to, your account side for these evaluations. And you should really only trade one contract. Looking back on it, when I had done these in the past, trading 2 contracts, 4 contracts, there was, it's obvious why you're blowing up. I blew up accounts was because it was just too much risk. And the people that put these prop firm challenges know that, they know that that risk is going to catch up to you. This is a nice little setup here on the 1 minute. Although, again, I am kind of bullish on the day, so I'm not really going to take it short. I really want to see if this thing can break a couple levels to the upside. And you got to be careful that I'm rambling now, but you got to be careful that you come in with a bias on the day. Like the trade is setting up. Like this is a short. There's that low volume node VWAP. We got room to the downside. Like this is a short, but I can't quite seem to bring myself to take it, because I've got this bullish bias and I'm rambling like a crackhead over here. I've had my 4th cup of coffee today, so I'm really full tilt. Mr. Bear's mouth is not working. My apologies. I don't know what's going on with it. I fired up the programs today for the first time in a long time. And just doesn't. I don't know. Something's going on. Look at it later. All right, so this shorts look like it's coming into play. Probably, yeah, I think it is a short. VWAP. Just trying to get through that level. What wants to do? So this would be, if I'm looking at my playbook, this would be a band continuation play where we've got the move down, we have a pullback, we've got the band on the 1 minute opening up. This would be your target down here somewhere at the 1 minute band. My one hesitation is that we're pushing off the 20 SMA on the hourly. And again, I think we've got some fundamental news today that, but this technicals, if I did not know what was going on in the market at all, if, I just came in, this is just a short up here view up. We've got market breadth negative. We got advanced decline tanking. Tick is tanking. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm probably not taking this trade because I'm really worried about my P&L taking my first trade back on the YouTube. Probably should have taken it at 94. See if we get an impulse back up. I definitely do not want to be doing 2 contracts. So again, we're on this take profit trader. Q contract up through VWAP. Here. You can see volume coming. We can see delta moving up there. Your take profit could be at 85, or you could be trying to hold it down to 70. I don't know. I really feel like this is just some market manipulation pushing price down so they can move it up. And when I look at higher time frames, I just see it opening up. Maybe it's not today. We do have some news coming out at 9 o'clock. Here's that move down. Dang it. We do have some news at 9 o'clock. Michigan consumer sentiments coming out, plus some Michigan inflation numbers, which might be important. Watching time and sales, watching Delta. Delta's pushing up. This would be a Delta preview, consolidation preview. Call it where price is consolidating and Delta starts moving up before the move. Let me give you an idea of where this thing will go. People call this like maybe like an opening range break. I don't know. Call it whatever you want. Call it Billy Bob Joe if you want. Doesn't Delta, you see Delta pushing up. That's a good confirmation of the move. Maybe wait for a pullback to go long. We're probably not going to get it. I don't want to get trapped up here. Man, it is a weird feeling trading on being recorded. Really like worried about it. Worried about taking a loss. Not good. Just the flow, man. Go. I'm not seeing a higher volume node coming in up here. I'm not convinced I'm long. Another trade that I like to take is if price breaks out of this range, like it's ranging in here, and then we break out like we did here, I like to see a high volume node come in there. I like to see price acceptance and then a low volume node form down here. Here's kind of some volume coming in. Sellers pushing it back. Sellers slapping it back down. Not on my watch. All right, guys. Well, I may wait till 9 o'clock. There's a economic data coming out at 9 o'clock. Michigan consumer sentiment, some inflation numbers from University of Michigan. I'm gonna see if I can fix Mr. Bear while he's not talking, and let's see if we can find a good trade setup. Okay, guys. I'm thinking about taking a short here. We got a nice double band continuation play opening up. Nice bearish candles. This low volume node down here is a bit concerning. Let's take a stab, see if we can break through. I think 76 has got to be your target on it. Get a pop. It's going to close out there. This thing is so laggy. It's like, it's just, I don't know what it is. When you do these prop firm evaluations, so like, because they put you on a sim, right? And I get that. I get it. But my God, trading from a live account to trading on one of these prop firm sim accounts, geez, the lag is just unbearable. I mean, you get filled at your price, right? Like, I moved my stop. I actually got filled at a better price. I moved my stop to 76, and then I just manually closed out because whatever, it was bouncing off of that. Then I got filled at a nice price, lower price down here. This trade, we're in this 1 minute up channel here. We can look at like, I'll have to move. You're going to lose my market breadth. You can see this advanced decline line as the market opened. We gapped up and then it just tanked. Market breadth negative. negative 1.38. Look bearish. I mean, it just looks bearish on the day. Delta moving lower, broke out of this 1 minute up channel, bearish, 3 bearish 1 minute candles, bearish 5 minute candle, double band continuation. I don't know if it's a double band. It's a double band opening. We had room on the 5 minute, we had room on the 1 minute. It's just a little scalp. I probably could have taken it here at 89, which would have been a better trade, but I was hesitant when I get on. So I got an 83, so I probably lost about 5 points. But I'll take it. I'll take it. And then part of my process now, trying to keep myself honest, is I'm not going to take anything till after 9, which is an 8. I got to come over here. Got to log it. What is today's date? 19. 4. Time was 8:52. 8:51. It was a win. The win, and this would be considered a double band opening continuation. Price bearish on day. Breadth. We get breadth and advance. Decline. Moving lower. Delta moving lower. 1 minute up channel break. To downside. Take profit was where at the bottom of the band on that. Yeah, take profit was bottom of the band of the one. Bottom band. All right, so just logging that, taking just a quick mental note of why we took the trade. Now let's look at where my stop loss should have been. My stop loss should have been at 90. I got in at 83.90, should have been my stop loss. I think what I've got set up on my ATM, and I need to tighten that up. Old settings, 50. Yeah, I need to tighten that up to about 40. We do a 1 hour on each. Now we're breaking higher. Got to wait for the news to come out at 9. It's coming out in 6 minutes. Nothing to do at the moment. All right, let's see if we can find another setup. All right, guys, so we're back. You can see that volatility that just happened right now, 9:01, and that economics news stuff came out. You can just see how it popped up. I don't even know what the news was. One thing I will say about take profit trader is you are not allowed to trade major news events like NFP, CPI, PPI. You've got to be flat 1 minute before and flat 1 minute after. It's just the way it is. Probably keep you in the game for longer if you do that with all your accounts. Trading those things is risque. Wanted to see what these numbers are. Let's see here. Michigan consumer sentiment, 78.8. Good. The one that this inflation one came in lower. So I don't know if that even. I mean, it's not CPI. It's certainly not CPI and PPI, but it is an inflation number. I don't know, something to keep in mind, I guess. I still have a general bullish outlook on this thing. Pinching in. Nice low volume note on the weekly profile. The weekly profile today is Friday, so that weekly profile is really going to come in to play today, I think. Shoot. You can see how we've kind of ticked up these last few weeks, looking a little weaker here, more a consolidation, but there's that breakout. This was that NVIDIA breakout. Let's see here. Yeah, I think you just pull back to the 20 SMA. You see that pull back to the 20 SMA over here. So it held, pushed up. We might hold here. Similar situation, band started pinching in, but this is obviously the key support zone down here. Maybe this comes up and then finds support here. I don't know. If I knew what it was going to do, I wouldn't be making YouTube videos. I'd be sitting on the beach in the Bahamas somewhere, clicking away on my laptop. But trading the futures market is incredibly difficult, particularly the Nasdaq. I don't really see a setup at the moment. I'm going to get some of these lines off my screen because they're screwing with me. Yeah, I mean, we can look at, Advanced decline, market breadth again. We can see advanced declines moving lower. Market breadth is still bearish. Need to keep that in mind. Gosh, I wish I could tell you something smarter, but I really just don't know. Maybe we're gonna move up to 43. Well, I'm probably gonna sit on my hands for a few more minutes and see if something develops. All right, guys. Right now it is 9:32 on a Friday. I think this thing might pop down here to 89 in a second. But man, this thing is just all sorts of wonky today. I mean, you can see like what's happened. Let's look at a 5-minute chart here. Just what's happened. So, I mean, the market's only been open for an hour, but obviously, we're moving up pre-market, pretty nice. Again, it's a lot of that NVIDIA news. Market opened where? Right here. We're here. Impulse down, came up, broke the open, pushed down. We formed clearly a level of support down here, and now we're just chopping around. This is an excellent place to get chopped up. Excellent. I mean, you can just get chopped up here and lose thousands minutes. Short, you're long. You're short, you're long. You don't know what it's doing. It's going here, going there. We're just ranging in this area. Really, you just want to be shorting it up here, buying it down here, and that's not really my playbook. Like I said, we may get that pop back down into this level, at least maybe even lower down here. I don't know. Advanced declines making new lows. Market breadth is negative. We can look at Delta. Probably just looking at shorts at the moment. See, it's starting to make that move down. Be down to 89. Gotta try to take a stab at a short before we get out of here. Again, I just said this is an excellent place to get chopped up, and I'm thinking about shorting it. I probably should sit on my hands and wait for Monday morning. Oh yeah, we're gonna look at cumulative delta. You can see delta also is just ranging. Let's look at this overnight volume profile. I don't know. If you force me to take a trade, I would take a trade down to 89, down to the bottom of the band here. But I don't really want to. Up 165 on the day. It's not. I mean, it's not fireworks, right? But what you got to remember is, if we are, we imagine that this account is like a $3,000 account, right? Because with these prop firm challenges, you've got to look at your drawdown as your account size. And my drawdown's 3,000. So if I've made let's say in 2 days I've made $230.50. I'm going to count that 50 cents off of $3,000 account. We're up 7.5%. That's what people make in a year on their investment account. So you got to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Try to keep it in perspective. This is not a 50K account. You are not going to become a millionaire in a day. You will have some days where you make 4-5 figures maybe. And today's not that day. It's just a very choppy day. It's not going to happen for me today anyways. I will be live streaming on Monday. I don't know, I've taken a pretty good break from the YouTube. So I'm going to try to get Bear's Mouth to work a little better here. My computer, I don't know what's going on. But if you guys want to kind of get a life update, check in, see what's going on. Love to see you on Monday. Monday morning, 8:10, 8:15, probably 8:15. And we'll try to take some trades, do pre-market analysis, try to take some trades, try to hold on to this account and do some good risk management. I mean, you can see right there, like I'm looking to take that short just for a scalp. We break this trend line, and now we're just moving up. I did add to my NVIDIA this morning at this base that we're forming, and I don't know. I could talk about stocks. I've been trading stocks and trading all sorts of stuff. I got a buddy who's super into crypto. Got me into Ethereum right before all that. That court decision on the Bitcoin ETF. So I got a nice pop on that, like 40. I think it's up now. Yeah, like 1550. I think it's up at 2,500 now. So getting a nice profit on that, and still holding it. He got me into staking crypto and all this stuff. I don't know. I'm happy to talk about anything I've been up to in terms of money and investing. And, day trading futures is just kind of one thing that keeps me active during the day, because you can kind of go, it doesn't really take a lot of time to do the stock market, particularly swing trading if you're holding positions for a long time. So doing these prop firm challenges is good to kind of keep your price action skills in tune, and keeps you busy, keeps your mind going during the day. All right, guys. I hope I see you guys live streaming on Monday. I appreciate you guys being here, and for anybody who's sticking around, all the positivity. Sorry for the long delay and trying to get the YouTube videos and stuff. And again, happy to talk about it again. I'm happy to talk about it on Monday. Hopefully I'll see you guys, some of you guys there. And yeah, you guys enjoy your weekend. Get off those screens. Go enjoy life. I'll see you later. Bye.